see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed.
Ah, qué rollo, banda. Perdón, estaba preparando. Ay, güey. Pienso. Puta, güey, no sé si me puede terminar el DLC. Vale, verga, debe haber hecho este directo ayer. Porque mañana me tengo que levantar temprano. ¿Qué horas son? La 1:14. Vamos a continuar, porque se nos hace tarde. Yo creo que como a las 2:30. Verga, 2:30. Sí, yo creo que voy a estar unos 40 minutos. No creo poder terminarme el DLC. Ah, el DLC son como que... Pues sí, yo creo que como unas 11, 12 horas de juego. Si lo completara todo, ¿no? O sea, si me fuera haciendo todos los encargos secundarios también. Si me voy directamente a la historia principal, me tardo como unas 2 o 3 horas. Tal vez, sí, 2 o 3 horas más o menos. Este DLC ya lo había pasado, pero como estoy haciendo ah, como estoy haciendo la... ¿Cómo se llama? La vuelta, la penúltima vuelta. Puta madre, ¿dónde? Le quiero cambiar el nombre. Porque no lo voy a terminar hoy. Bueno, no hay pedo. Ya si pasa algo, ya lo cambio. Ya estaba, ya tenía el DLC empezado, pero no tanto. Apenas completé la primera misión y ya después me quedé aquí. Dije, no, se lo voy a subir. Ok, vamos a entrar aquí.
I've tested the slime samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good. A pox in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
How? Will I get a toad-shaped medal?
The army's not got any medal like that.
Geralt? Are you alright? What's that on your face?
Long story.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Tasty number, that medic. Not like a scholar at all.
So, think learned women are ugly as a rule?
Well, it's lucky they're brains, because they've not got beauty. Is that right, lads?
Oh, aye. Mutts, all of them. Hideous things. Wouldn't touch one with a 10L pole.
But this lass is different. Exceptional.
You're a lucky bastard, Witcher. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Isn't that right? Admit it. You fancy it too, eh?
Le voy a decir que sí porque es DLC, no afecta a la historia principal, o sea, yo tengo el final, el mejor final con Jennifer, no importa, los DLCs no perjudican.
It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you. In Redania's glorious name.
Serving the Redanian cause now?
I serve individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. I'd help Nilfgaardians as well were I in a position to. Kedwenis, Edirnian, elves, dwarves, halflings, the same. Come on, Geralt. You know me.
Shani, I need your help this time.
I'd guess this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? Ah, and you must tell me what happened in the sewers.
Where do I start? All right. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad. And this toad was actually a prince. An Ophiri one at that.
And I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
It's the truth. Uncolored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured me. Man named Gontaro Dim freed me.
Who's this?
La verdad es que, bueno, sí sé quién es, pero ya terminé el DLC, pero bueno,
Frankly, I don't
no,
really know.
en sí no se sabe ahorita a este punto de la historia quién es ese cabrón que hizo el pacto con Geralt.
Now he expects
Que de
me to
hecho,
fulfill some
están en
nobleman's
los
wishes
libros,
in
un
return.
cabrón, es un güey muy poderoso, es un
First one is to summon the ghost of his
como
brother
demonio o algo así.
and show him the time of his
Bueno, es
life.
como alguien de los espejos, está raro, yo no me acuerdo la verdad.
Not my chief concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll see.
But that's necromancy. It's extraordinarily risky and involves higher magic.
O'Dim told me how to do it. No sorceress or necromancy involved. Gave me this concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a sensor too.
No, that can be arranged. They keep one in the storehouse at the academy. I can fetch it for you.
Mames, que tengo un
Thanks.
chingo de
Don't mention it. But I still
cabellitos
don't
de
like
mis
this.
gatas. No, ma. Pues a mí tampoco, la
Neither
verdad.
do I, but I don't really have any options. Gotta summon that ghost.
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
Olgierd von Evereck's brother.
Von Everett? In my third year at Oxenfoot, we had to choose an elective. My options were Pearls of Wisdom from the Hierarchs, or famous Redanian dynasties. I chose the latter. Here it is. Von Igrid, Von Estiken, Von Everett. It says Olgierd had a brother named Vladimir. He lies in the family crypt near their manor.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'm off.
The crypt's described as quite a work of art. I'd love to see it. Why don't I bring the sensor? We can meet at the entrance.
Perdón, banda. Aguanta. La verdad es que tengo ahorita esta espada, que es la espada de... No es muy buena, por eso estoy haciendo el DLC antes de pasarme al... Porque quiero esta espada, pero quiero esta espada, la de Iris, pero con mejores estadísticas. Y pues obviamente para matar monstruos sí tengo la mera chida. Se le puedo... a mi armadura le puedo meter runas. Tengo que meterle runas. Tengo que hacer muchas cosas porque yo terminé ya la historia principal, pero me hace falta todavía un último nivel, el más difícil de todos. Y hasta estoy como en el penúltimo nivel, bueno, de dificultad. Y ya después sigue el otro nivel, está bien cabrón. Y ya me salí, bueno, ya me sé la historia completa, cómo sacar el final bueno y todo eso. Simplemente no hay que cagarla con los amoríos y ya. Donde sí me costó fue en el DLC de Blood and Wine. Ay, sí como me costó sacar el final. El final bueno. Tuve que guardar partida porque no me salía el final bueno. No encontraba las palabras adecuadas. No mames. Y pensar que este juego, esta joya, son de los creadores de Cyberbug. Nada, Cyberpunk también es un juegazo, la verdad. Es un juego con una historia que también te atrapa. De hecho, me falta poco para sacarle el platino a este juego y al Cyberpunk, a The Witcher. Me hacen falta pocos trofeos. El problema es que The Witcher sí tiene trofeos más perdibles. Cyberpunk nada más tiene un trofeo perdible, dos. Son dos trofeos. Para quien The Witcher, no, sí son varios. Cada quien The Witcher son como 3 o 4. No, creo que más. Son como 5 trofeos perdibles.
Giddy up.
Wow, me encanta este juego. Es que es increíble. Esos paisajes y todo. Lástima que no hay una optimización para Play 5. Me encantaría ver los gráficos que le podrían mejorar. Porque en serio que el juego es fascinante. De los mejores juegos. De hecho, entre Skyrim y The Witcher, la verdad prefiero The Witcher. En historia prefiero The Witcher. En paisajes también prefiero The Witcher. Skyrim tiene sus puntos buenos. Muchas armaduras, espadas. Puedes hacer tu personaje. Puedes tener esposa, hijos, hacer tu casa. O sea, tiene mucha variedad también. Que también sí le podría ganar a The Witcher. Pero en aspectos gráficos, en aspectos de incluso historia, de cómo se relacionan los personajes, The Witcher le gana y por mucho. Creo que no habría como punto de comparación. La verdad es que yo sí disfruté de Cyberpunk. Por ahí estuve leyendo que va a haber un DLC gratis. Ah, estoy ansioso por ver qué es lo que traen. Según iba a haber una ciudad subterránea, o sea, está
Hey
cabra.
there. Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
Didn't know you were getting married.
Not mine, silly. My friend's. This garland's not for me. Speaking of which, would you go with me?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
Claro que
Remember
sí.
to bring the sensor?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping. My satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for. So I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
Let's go.
Ah, creo que aquí había un
The
pinche
tome was spot
jefe
on. This is impressive.
bien cagapalo.
Too bad it's falling apart.
The family
¿Qué
hit
onda,
on hard
David?
times.
Ya sabes,
Can't
bro,
find
aquí
a splurge
estamos
on such
dándole un
luxuries.
ratillo a este juego. Es una chingonería, güey, neta. Si lo tienes ahí en el Game Pass del Xbox, juégalo, güey, neta, güey. Te lo
That
recomiendo, güey. The
looks
Witcher,
just
güey.
a little too
The Witcher Wild Hunt, güey. Es
for me.
el último juego de la saga.
Don't have to
Juégalo,
come
güey,
if you
neta.
don't
No,
want.
puto juego.
Wait here.
I like that.
Es una hermosura, güey.
If there's any trouble, just yell.
This is no crypt. It's a full-blown mausoleum. Wraiths. Knew this wouldn't be easy. surprises? Sure hope so.
Todavía no pierdo el toque.
Should look around. Votive fire, lit in honor of the dead. Old custom. Probably shouldn't touch that.
Ok, me la llevo.
Alexei, age 19, beloved son and brother. Honoratina, loving wife of Kestatis, died in 1257.
Supongo que es aquí, ¿no?
Vladimir von Everek,
Aquí es,
son of
hijo de
Bohumil and Christina.
Ahí
There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room.
Ok. Se me caga a veces. No, yo no me... puta madre, yo no me acuerdo cómo... Ok.
Life and death, fire and blood. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire.
Sí, aquí viene lo chido.
Fire and blood, life and death. I summon ye, whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everek.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everek's rise only for von Everek blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestatis.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again.
Oh.
Suck the life out of you.
Kill him, von Evereks.
Olgierd's blood.
Uno por uno, putos. Ah, estoy bien mamado ahorita con...
My. Ordinary horse sons those von Evericks, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everik, brother to Olgierd.
Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And Grandmum, too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is. Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on business.
I'm a swithing corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Mentioned you like to enjoy yourself. Well, just so happens that's why I'm here. Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and... What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I'll go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Guess I could bring someone here, and you. You could borrow their body just for the night.
You wish me to possess someone?
Yeah?
Say I agree. Whose body would I inhabit?
Dunno. One of Olgierd's men, maybe? Or a peasant who'd agree to do it for coin?
Oh, no. I shan't crawl into the skin of some unwashed bandit or dung-eating swineherd. I've a better idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
No, conche su madre.
Geralt, wake up. Open your eyes. Where are the smelling salts?
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Hijo de puta.
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promise to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt, what's happened to you?
Geralt, I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
Sí, hijo de puta.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
It's his fault.
A pleasure to meet you, my sweet.
Whose?
His. You know, Olgerd's brother.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Need to set a few ground rules.
Sí, sí, a huevo.
And I needn't do a thing save have the time of my life.
No te
which is
pases de
exactly what I aim to do.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
What if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid.
Right then, sugar plum. What say we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Geralt.
My sentiments exactly. Between you and me, this Witcher fellow is an awful bore.
Only sometimes.
Ha! Seems we're kindred spirits. So, off to the nearest hedgerow?
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. Just before Geralt entered the crypt to summon you, I invited him to my friend's wedding.
Good heavens. That's damn good luck. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec. My ginger muffin. With me, you shall enjoy an evening to top all others.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right.
Es un fantasma. No mames.
Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
La mamada.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then the haylofts we shall devastate together.
Let's say we were more than friends, once upon a time.
You tried to hide it, but I smelled a tryst. I know a thing or two
Me
about
cae bien el
men,
güey, la
you see.
verdad es que es una mamada.
A shame, though. I'd have satisfied her well, but no cavalier would rot in another's garden.
A huevo, güey.
So,
Cero
Witcher,
chapulineo,
time
güey.
for the
Chingada
wedding.
madre.
Let's go.
Onward. I'll
Ojalá
be
esos
right
valores
behind
todavía
you.
se conservaran, chinga.
Grave robber. Tried to crawl in through the well. Broke his neck.
Meaning the scabby runt wished to rob our family crypt. A comely maid. You're quite the fool if you've not ploughed her yet.
Keep your paws off her.
I'm to enjoy myself. Can I help it that I best like tumbles in the hay with fleshy lasses?
La verdad, me gustaría
This
que...
whole witcher's life. What's it like?
Don't want to know.
Me gustaría
If
que
indeed I didn't, I
mi
don't
familia
have
tuviera
asked.
así un mausoleo para...
Tell me.
Pues no sé, no un mausoleo al lado de una cascada, así justamente así como está, o sea, no mames, un puente, estaría de poca madre, güey. Tener a tus familiares ahí, güey, en el mausoleo, güey, al lado de una cascada, un puente. Así como está este paisaje. Por eso me encantan los paisajes porque en verdad son muy bonitos. Tan sencillos pero a la vez tan... no sé. Algo que tal vez no podrías encontrar en el mundo real tan fácilmente.
Those signs. I'd like to try one.
What signs?
Your Witcher signs. Never done it. Could be interesting.
Rather not waste any time.
Till the stroke of midnight. What I would rather is what matters.
Oh.
Bloody fine mount. Good stance. Powerful rump. Stable withers. Well, well.
See you know your horses.
I should say so. My two greatest passions in life. Mares and maidens.
Speaking my horse. Roach doesn't like ghosts.
I remember that mill. Whenever Olgerd and I got up to mischief, we'd hide out in there. Once, we snuck off with some moonshine. Old cocksucker Yaramir caught us. Those were the days.
No sign of her yet. We need to wait.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Behold, wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, hold. Mean to go in, wearing that?
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic.
No mames, güey.
You need a robe. One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
Hijos de puta.
Oh no, we're not gonna steal.
Come now. We're merely borrowing.
This'll do wonderfully. Perfect fit. It feels tailor-made. Now, for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding. And we must be neat. May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
Sería más divertido todavía si me conocieras mejor. ¿Ves? Geralt no me llegarán al talón.
Be assured, you'll like me even better when you come to know me more intimately.
How intimately?
Enough to get a sense of my assets, my dear. Trust me, they're nothing to scoff at.
May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
Algunas cosas de tonterías ¿Algún ejemplo?
What, for example?
It would do you good to be more relaxed sometimes.
Relaxed? So you think I'm uptight?
What I mean is, it would be nice from time to time if you could sit back and enjoy life. Instead of going around solving everyone's problems.
Tengo que hacerlo.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You're as dense as year-old hardtack. Luckily, you've got me.
Vamos a la boda,
We'll
pues.
talk later. Let's go to this wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this will be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping. Then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
This way, my strawberry.
Güey, o sea, es que... no puedo superar esto.
Hello world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you, my dear rhubarb.
Es que no fue.
Beware of the dog,
Ay,
shorty.
güey.
Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
What a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Egert and I brew it in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Güey, es que hay un chingo de que puedes sacar un buen de cumplidos, cabrón. No, ma.
Time to meet and be greeted. Time to say hello.
Uy, perdón, perdón.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
Our turn. My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto. I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Este cabrón.
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shani know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both studied medicine at the academy.
Wondrous times.
Over quickly in my case, alas. My family couldn't afford to keep me there. I was forced to return home after 1 year.
It's never too late to pursue an education, my dear. Your husband is certain to help you complete your studies, provide the necessary coin.
I don't know. We've not talked about it.
Come, Jonas, surely you've not taken Aldona as a mere diversion for the alcove. You will help her, will you not?
That is between me and her. You needn't butt in.
But I'm not. I merely ask. See, I've come to love your wife like a sister. So I ask you as your brother-in-law, will you help her?
I'm sure we'll discuss the matter.
That's my lad. You're a right decent chap. I knew it from the start.
Ok, ya, güey, este güey es una mamada. Que empiece la fiesta porque la quiero cagar.
Expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
No mames, me duele mi pierna. Ay, ok, hay mucho que hacer, güey, aquí. Ok, vamos primero a esta.
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned King of the Swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
Sounds like damned foolish nonsense.
We'd be honoured. Get that cripple out of there! Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen. Let the Witcher give it a run.
Ya no me acuerdo cuál era el truco aquí, porque había un truco. Creo que era...
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my movement, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker. Come on, baby. Got a nice and cozy pen for you.
Falta uno, ¿no? No, nada más son estos dos.
You see that, Shawnee?
Ahí está. Ese es el truco.
You foolish peasants. Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Whoa, Master Witcher. What were the trickery back there, the fancy finger twisting? I know. Seen that afore. Witcher told a lad to go hang himself, drew some flowers in the air with his hand, and the man lost his mind.
No mames.
Meaning you cheated, and shan't be crowned king of the swineherds.
Shawnee, what is it Geralt says in these situations? Damn it.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Now for what I say. Go shove rakes up your asses, you peasant curs. Do I look anything like a swineherd? Come, Shawnee. I've had enough of these hay seeds.
No, la cagué.
Forgive me, Shawnee. I've let you down.
Are you worried about that pig? Oh, you needn't be.
We're here as a couple. I wanted to win you that thing.
Really? It's unimportant. Nothing at all.
Ah, la cagué.
Tell me, Shawnee. I'm on the
Okay, vamos a hacer algo.
Nah. Do. My sweet, you are no mere maid, but a marvel of nature. And now, at last, fate knocks at your door.
But well, I don't know rightly.
You needn't know anything. I know it all.
A huevo.
I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? And how?
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Lesky, step away from the man.
Ooh.
The devils are you.
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our dad on his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
You shan't keep me from anything, filthy hayseed.
Lads, mutants calling us names.
Stand down, swineherds, or Lord Witcher will give you a bloody mighty drubbing. Now, where's a plowing fence board when you need it?
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice.
No, no quiero terminar así, puta madre. No, la cagué. Ok. Vamos a hacer algo. Me cago hacer esto, güey. Esto es lo que se tiene que hacer, güey, para sacar todo bien.
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my movement, Shawnee. a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker. You see that, Shawnee? One big pen.
Date la vuelta, cabrón. Ahí está.
Feel foolish, peasants? Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Master Witcher, we ain't seen such pig-chasing skill in a long
Ay,
time.
te
Your
mama.
family had an ample pen, didn't they? Go on, admit it.
My
No mames.
family had many pens, but that in no way means I had any practice chasing pigs.
However it were, the crown's going to a good man. And the king's chosen maid deserves a fitting favour. Here.
Oh.
Just don't go hiding it in some pouch. Brandish it on your horse so that all folk may see.
No, gracias.
What do you say to that, Shawnee? Ever witnessed such agility?
You're clearly a natural at chasing pigs through muck. You were a joy to watch.
Ok, ahora
does
sí,
my
vamos bien.
heart's captor like the prize I won for her?
The rag-stuffed piggy? It's lovely, truly. I've always dreamed of owning one.
Tell me, Shawnee, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl, that's clear. In Geralt's name and flesh, of course. But still, yet the more I woo you, the less you seem ready to succumb. So I ask myself, what am I missing?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
A
Is
huevo.
that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everek does his thing. Now, who have we here?
Mames, ¿esto tiene una labia? Bueno, para ese entonces, ¿no? De ser una labia, porque le dices eso ahorita a una persona y... No mames. Se va a reír.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shawnee. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
My sweet, you are no mere maid, but a marvel of nature. And now, at last, fate knocks at your door.
But well, I don't know rightly.
You needn't know anything. I know it all for us both. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? But really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? And how...
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Ah, dijo que sí, dijo que sí.
Step away from the man.
Oh.
Devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our da on his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
Venga, venga, tengo que demostrar que soy un hombre.
Lads,
Esto ya lo sabemos.
Fence boards, the perfect weapon for I reveled so fiercely. Step up. Who else wants a had enough, peasant spawn? Thought yourself a match for a Von Everett? Oh, Witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Don't. You must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone.
No mames.
Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods... quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
A hazard of the trade, my love. I'm clearly a bit out of practice. But point out the next young miss, and I will gladly prove I...
You've proven everything amply. Let's just have fun, all right? After all, you haven't much time.
Fine.
Güey, pues es que tendría que darles en su madre.
So good to shake the kings. Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing bows.
What do you mean? My back aches from pounding the churn, so I'm having a...
And they said fire burns hotter in an old stove.
If I was your age, you'd be singing a different tune. Have you squealing like a kitty cat?
Uy.
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one foot bed. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Tain't there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out. Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shani, your slipper. I shall prove I dive to any depth for you.
¿Cuánto llevo? A la madre, ¿ya una hora tan rápido? O sea, sí que me hice pendejo en uno que otro tiempo, pero no mames. A mí me gustaría nadar en un lago así también. Ya lo encontré, ¿no? No, todavía no lo encuentro, ¿no? Porque se me encuentra...
Just when you think you know all the plowfolk's customs, they surprise you with slippers.
So now the shock's faded. Perhaps you could stop talking and fish out my shoe, which I so unfortunately lost in the pond.
Güey, pues sí, ya la agarré, ¿no? Ah, no, aquí está. Nope. Nope. ¿Qué pedo? No mames, banda. Ya valió pita esta. Ya revisé por aquí, nada tampoco. What the fuck? Güey, o sea, literal ya no hay nada, güey. Ya, de los que agarré tiene que ser alguno de esos.
Damn mucky that pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shawnee. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
A huevo.
Now extend your
Y dije, puta
supple
madre, voy a
leg
tener que
and let
reiniciar
me
otra
slide
vez.
it in. That is on.
Thank you.
My kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster till we expire.
And now, a special treat for our special
Ah, ese
guest,
cabrón.
the Witcher Geralt and his
Ahí está el
enchanting
mero mero.
partner, Shani. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for our loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Puto Gunther Odin. No, güey, se bugueó la música. Qué mierda, güey.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
Esto es lo que pasa cuando el juego ya no está optimizado al 100, güey. Tienen que dar un mantenimiento, güey.
A chair could dance a jig with you as its partner.
Oh, how humble you are.
I strive to be, yet should the need arise, I can't strut as proud as any peacock.
Perfect combination. Women must love you.
Well, not to brag, but
Call it idle curiosity, but how many have you had?
many, and not a scrub hag among them, I should add. Women with true class, all, though none to match your charms.
Ajá.
Seems the music and the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner?
Not sure I do. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart, for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Don't be upset, my peach. I couldn't resist.
I'm not upset. Just next time, don't lunge at me like that.
I'd had a long fast, so to speak. Hunger overwhelmed me. But yes, next time I shall ask. Shani, may I kiss you?
You're incorrigible. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's adrift.
Please.
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
Probably I'd have done what he did. Still like to.
Then why don't you? Well, answer me.
Thing is, normal folk don't act like Vladimir von Everett.
Because they are churls.
Ah, well.
Don't be too hard on him. All in all, he's actually rather fun.
Oh.
Ha! See that? I'm fun. And you've got a pike so far up your ass, you can't wear hats.
Happened to see the man who announced your song?
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I'm surprised. Who is he?
Gaunter O'Dim, Master Mirror.
Ahí está el cabrón.
Perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped it on
No.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply. And certainly not on a whim.
I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Better. Come, Shani. The night beckons us not to jabber it away.
Oh. Vale, banda. Lo creo que lo voy a dejar aquí. ¿Por qué? Porque ya llevo 1:15, yo creo que está bien, ¿no? Y mañana tengo que levantarme temprano. La verdad es que este DLC es súper divertido. O sea, es uno de los DLC más divertidos que he jugado, la verdad. No es el más interesante en cuanto, digamos, acción, pero es Muy entretenido. Bueno, hasta aquí lo voy a dejar. Mañana le continuamos.